One day I woke up, it was kind of early in the morning. All right, I needed to get my stuff done. All right, so I turned on my light switch and guess what? The light bulb did not turn on. And now I'm like, oh snap, I have to go get myself a light bulb. Boom, up and up I go. And I go straight up to Lowe's. If you don't know what Lowe's is, I feel like not everyone knows what Lowe's is, but basically, it is one of the greatest places in the world, a great business, okay? A phenomenal business, one could say. They sell all kinds of home improvement tools, like hammers, wrenches, you can get plants there, but what they also sell is light bulbs. That's just what I needed. So in the car I go, I'm driving down the street, finally get to Lowe's, and boom, I look at my gas tank. It's pretty much almost done. And of course that sucks. I mean, who wants a freaking empty tank of gas, alright? But thankfully Lowe's was right next to my house, so it was probably only like a 3-minute drive. And maybe the only reasons why I like Lowe's so much is because it's the closest one. What is there? There's a Home Depot super far away. Like, I'm not trying to go 20 miles just to go to Home Depot when I have a Lowe's right down the street, okay? And I'm looking at this gas tank and I'm like, oh snap, that kind of sucks. I don't have any more money on me to go get gas. I only have enough for a light bulb, but at least I can get back home. It'll be cool. So I'm like, oh, whatevs, all right? I'm going and I walk into Lowe's. And as I'm walking in, I take a look to my left. There's a smaller little man with a pretty funny shaped mustache, all right? Something out of the comic books. And I look at him and I snicker under my breath. I'm like, or something. And he's kind of close to me, so he hears. And he turns. And he looks straight into my eyes. And I'm looking back at him. I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you or whatever. And he just goes, flares his nose at me and walks. Goes right into the Lowe's. I'm dumbfounded for a second. I'm just standing there like, oh, shoot, my bad, bro. I shake it off. I'm like, listen, we got more important things to deal with. I need to get myself a light bulb. I'm looking through all these aisles. If you don't know anything about Lowe's, it's huge. So many aisles. The freaking shelves that they use are like 500 feet tall. It's big. And there's like an outside section too. You really gotta know where you're going if you want to find something quick. And I never go to Lowe's. Which is crazy because I was just talking them up so much just a few seconds ago. I have no idea where anything is, especially the light bulbs. And Lowe's knows how big their stores are, so they have all these workers just lined up in front of these aisles, just waiting to get requests on where things are, I guess. So I walk up to this one lady, and I'm like, hey, do you know where the light bulbs perchance are? Yes, follow me. And so we're walking. How's your day been? I'm like, pretty good. How about you? She's like, good. You know, just small talk, chit-chat. And we're walking down, and then I look ahead of us down the aisle, and guess who I see? Little mustachio boy. And he's grabbing something off the shelf, and he turns to look at me, and he flares his nose again, gets out of the aisle, and walks away, out of my vision. I'm like, man, he really hates me, bro. I just thought you looked like a swell person to be around. I wasn't laughing because you look stupid or anything like that. So we walk up to where Mustachio was standing, and the Lowe's worker was like, oh no, this is quite peculiar. I've never seen this before. And I'm like, oh no, what's wrong? We're out of light bulbs. I think that guy took the last one. And I'm like, for real? Lowe's ran out of light bulbs. How does that happen? Listen, I was dumbfounded myself. There's like a huge aisle of freaking light bulbs. I don't know how that's even possible. She's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Well, I mean, that sucks. I guess I just have to go home with no lights because I can't use the freaking car to go anywhere else because I have no gas. So I take the walk of shame. I'm looking at all these people in these lines to buy their things, and I'm just like a little hint of jealousy in me. I'm like, should have been me. All these people happy with their purchases and not me. I can't get my simple light bulb because they want to be all out. Looking at all these happy little customers, and then I zoom in and I see someone. Freaking mustachio, bruh. And look at what is in his hand. A light bulb. I'm not one to cause scenes in public, but when I saw that, I walked right up to him. I don't got nowhere else to go. I have no gas in my tank. I really would like to get that light bulb. I'll give you $1 for it. Because I only had $5, the light bulb was about $4. Mustachio Man looks up at me, kind of didn't really know English or something, and he's just like, what? Trade? And he's looking at me with the light bulb, and he's like, continues walking. Sir, please, I really need a light bulb. Please, sir. And he looks at me and he's like, no. And I'm like, sir, please. I really need a light bulb. I have nowhere else to go. I can't see in the dark. I'm scared of the dark. I sleep with a nightlight, sir. Mustachio's looking at me blank-faced. Bro does not care, or he just didn't understand me. I'm just begging him, and I bring out my cash, my $5. I'm like, look at my bands. I spread it across my arm, even though it probably only went like 5 inches because it was $5. And he's like, ooh. Four. And I'm like, $4? Okay, take out my $4. And I was willing to give him $1 more just for giving it to me. But he's like, no, four. So I take out my $4 and I hand it to him. And I give him the extra $1 just for fun. Give it to him. Thank you, sir. I put out my hand for him to give me the light bulb. Guess what this freaking fool does? He looks at me with the light bulb in hand and he goes, freaking the sound of 1,000 shotguns going off. Everyone in the whole parking lot turns and looks. It's all just like all on the floor, all the glass. Unbelievably smashed. The force of which he thrown it should be compared to LeBron James and LeBron James only. I'm looking at his face, and the next second I'm seeing the glass shattered on the floor, and I'm looking back at him, and I'm like, bro, are you for real? I literally said to him, you cannot be serious. And he looks at me, and he's like, see. Takes his money that's already in his hands, puts it right in his back pocket, turns to me, smacks his butt twice, and then flies off like he's the Lorax. He doesn't literally fly off. He walks back to his car. And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the light bulb freaking shreds on the floor. I literally fall to my knees. And I look up into the sky, and I'm looking at the clouds and the birds chirping. It's such a beautiful day. And it gets me angry. I don't know what it was, but my blood pressure rose. I'm looking at Mustachio Man walking away. I'm looking at his freaking butt. And I just get furious. I stand up and I start sprinting. I start running towards him. I'm gaining up on him. And I just take him by the neck. I'm on the floor with him. I'm about to like clobber him. I'm like strangling him. I look like Homer and Bart. And I'm about to freaking clobber him, slug him, bro. Give him a knuckle sandwich. You know, exactly that. And he's looking at me. He's like, no, sir, no, sir. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right here. Please, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm sitting there. I'm truly a few seconds away from freaking knocking his socks off. Literally and figuratively. And he's like, one singular tear falls down and drops on the pavement. I'm looking at it dissolve from the sun. And I see my shadow next to me. And I'm like, who am I? What have I become? I drop my fist. I let him go. I'm sorry. Just give me back my $4 and I'll let you go. My $5, actually. He's like, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hands it to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now get lost. Runs away, hops in his car. He drives out super quick. And I turn around and I'm looking at all these customers and even some employees at the window of the Lowe's and even in the parking lot just standing there like awestruck at my power and grace. And I'm like looking at them and I'm like, go to my car, put in my keys, turn on the ignition, pull out of my parking spot. I'm looking at all these people still staring at me as I drive away back home to my dark freaking room. And that night, I literally couldn't sleep for 3 hours because I was scared of the dark. I swore I kept seeing the same little gremlin in my freaking house just next to the door.